Even though MAGA denies any connection with the Heritage Foundation, they sure sound alike, don't they?
I'm formally accusing the Biden administration of creating the conditions that most reasonable policymakers and officials cannot in good conscience certify an election. And they're trying to remove their ability to make that decision. This is going to be an election that has massive levels of distrust in it. No different than the 2020 election. Whereas we stand right now, it is the least trusted election in American history, and for good reason.
So get this, the Heritage Foundation, the right-wing think tank that created that controversial Project 2025, recently hosted a little simulation of the 2024 election. They imagined some real wacky scenarios, like Barbara Streisand getting kidnapped by Hamas and Antifa BLM protesters taking over a migrant detention facility, like Die Hard. And then there's the FBI arresting Donald Trump just days after winning the election. I think they left out dinosaurs escaping Skull Island and voting. Now, without a shred of evidence, the Heritage Foundation boldly declares that the Biden administration is hatching a massive conspiracy to influence the upcoming election. Zero evidence, but hey, they're just here to stir the pot and cast doubt on the 2024 election. And guess who the report finds to be the biggest threat to a peaceful transition of power? Not the convicted felon, but the sitting president, Biden. MAGA truly lives in the upside down, but fear not, because the Heritage Foundation is ready to save the day with more litigation over election procedures and protection against those pesky psychological operations they claim are being used in the 2020 election. So who's behind all of these conspiracies? Well, they conveniently left that part out, but I suspect they're gonna blame the Jews or the blacks or the Hispanics. It's probably the Hispanics. They probably orchestrated the whole thing.